I don't know if I could be post that. Hey, nigga. See, now. Alright, hey, he gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going, y'all. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna follow through with what I was gonna do. But now, I'm finna put it together right now.
DDG's mother is completely enamored with Halle Bailey's latest book, and I mean totally enamored. Word on the street is that she is allegedly demanding a paternity test for a baby Halo, and she is all over the internet making snide remarks and hurling shade. However, it seems that DDG's family believes Halle's new boyfriend has been around for far longer than anyone anticipated and may be Halo's biological father. As you are already aware, DDG's mother frequently joins in on the drama, but this time she is going to the extreme, accusing Halle of skulking behind DDG's back. The tea is hot, the receipts are flying everywhere, and the narrative is about to become really rude. So fasten your seatbelt. In light of everything that has transpired between Halle Bailey and DDG, particularly the contentious custody dispute over baby Halo, most of us assumed that she was unmarried, laying low, and keeping her head down. However, those photos of her on vacation with her new man just surfaced online, and we must admit that we are just as shaken as you are. As you can see, it was immediately clear that not only is Halle Buddha, but that this relationship has been going on behind the scenes for a while. What is even more bizarre is that no one ever noticed until the photos were leaked. Nobody was able to identify their mystery man at first, but as you are all aware, the internet never sleeps, and they quickly pieced everything together. Scott Bridgway is a music producer who has collaborated with well-known rappers, such as Kendrick Lamar. But hold on tight, because this is where things get very fascinating. After some research by fans, receipts began to surface, and it was discovered that Scott and Hal had been dating for much longer than we had thought. Scott went on tour with Kendrick and assisted in the production of GNX. In May of this year, Halle went to see GNX perform live in North Carolina. But rumors have it that she was not there only to enjoy the music. According to the streets, she was actively promoting her just-released book. How does DDG feel about Halle moving on, however, is the true issue that everyone is asking. You would think that he would be keeping things cute and moving on too, especially after everything they have gone through with baby Halo and the nasty breakup in the online drama. Would you not? Well, not precisely, as DDG is not managing this at all based on what we have been witnessing. Although he has been posting as though everything is okay and smiling for the cameras, he is actually sleeping behind the scenes, and the cracks are beginning to appear. But allow me to explain this to you all. Do you recall how DDG abruptly threatened to ruin Lil Rodney's son's career? As it happens, that was not at all random. Rumor has it that when DDG saw that Rodney had been writing about Halle and her new partner, he lost it. He did not take it lightly, to put it mildly.
I don't know if I could be post that. Hey, nigga. See, now. Alright, hey, he gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going, y'all. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna follow through with what I was gonna do. But now, I'm finna put it together right now.
However, it did not end there, folks. DDG has become so enraged that he is blocking people who simply mention Halle, even if they do not tag him. In addition, there are innocuous tweets like this one that said that Halle hardly ever enjoys her life with her different partners. Yes, I'm aware of it. Before we knew it, they had been blocked. This man has also crashed out, but things are going to get much messier, because it appears that there are other people who are also smitten with Halle's new partner. Word of my strength is that his mother, Tanya, is exploding even more. As you are all aware, Tanya and Halle were never really compatible in the first place. Tanya, however, feels extremely pressured by this new relationship. According to sources, Tanya believes it is disrespectful for Halle to move on, especially considering that it has only been less than a year since her split from DDG. Tanya reportedly believes Hal is merely seeing Scott to irritate DDG, which is where things get even wilder. Instead of concentrating on their child, Halo, she seems to be engaging in some sort of public relations retaliation game. However, as you are already aware, Tanya has been disparaging Halle for some months. She seems prepared to take things to the next level, too. Speaking of Halo, things become much stranger at this point, because rumors are circulating that Tanya has been pressuring DDG to have the baby's DNA tested. According to reports, she believes Halo may not even be his. Tanya has been circulating the rumor that Halle was playing around behind DDG's back, according to the streets. Remember that DDG was out there cheating on Halle left and right in the meantime, allegedly getting involved with Lala and possibly other people. However, some 10 months after their tumultuous breakup, Halle has unexpectedly found a new partner. Tanya is completely reversing the story, making a paternity fraud suggestion. This math is not really math, you know. As you are already aware, Tanya's mess was not going to be tolerated by the internet because fans quickly but hurriedly removed the receipts. She was dragged for dirt. For a nanosecond, let us Google something. Since Halle let him go, DDG has been out here having a wild time. For months now, he has been jeered because Evie is in love. And to put it mildly, the relationship has been a complete mess.
I knew you weren't going to do it. This way?
Fans quickly reminded Tanya that it makes no sense for her to believe that Halle kissing Scott on a yacht is inappropriate, given that DDG and India have been doing much more and doing it in public. Let us face it, Tanya has not mentioned that India remains oblivious to the cameras while filming DDG, as if it were her full-time work. However, it is easy to understand why Tanya would turn on Halle in this manner and attempt to accuse her of fraternity fraud. However, as I previously stated, conflicts between these two women have demonstrated their dislike for one another. It got worse after Halle disclosed that Tanya was an enabler in a restraining order she sought a few months back. Tanya did not like being called out in that way. For instance, Halle wrote, "And ever since those court files were filed, Tanya has been moving fast and sort of odd in response to her allegation that DDG had touched her and chipped her tooth." This is where things get even more complicated, though, since according to insiders, Tanya has been harboring resentment ever since, which is why she's been so upset about Halle dating someone else. Some people even believe that Tanya is retaliating against Halle for disparaging her family by bringing up the fraternity test controversy. However, we must not overlook Tanya's dubious small post, which she attempted to hide as if no one would see. You all recall when she said, "So yeah." Things did not exactly go well because fans rushed in without any delay taking up the seats. Halle arrived with the screenshots loaded and explained how Tanya had been enabling DDG behind the scenes and how he hardly ever spends time with Halo. You can really see Halle coordinating DDG's own child with Tanya in the text. Tanya responded to Halle's text by stating that DDG did not have time to take Halo, adding that he would wait till you two reconciled. The worst part is that, after everything, Tanya still rushed to court and gave a sworn statement, essentially disparaging Halle and portraying her in a bad light. She made it seem like Halle was the issue the entire time. We will not even discuss that, as you all already know how that went. She essentially said that Halle had been stalking DDG by putting air tags in his car, portraying her as unstable, and even implying that she had attempted suicide once. But do you know what the true meaning of love is in all of this? This whole paternity nonsense is the issue, because it has only been a week since Tanya was out here advocating for grandparents' rights and pleading with the courts to allow her to be the one overseeing DDG's meetings with Halo. The little dish could not be more suspicious. She went from pleading to be in Halo's life and attempting to seem like Grandma of the Year to now coming back and making disparaging remarks as if the baby was not even theirs in the first place. Was Tanya so anxious to gain court-approved time with Halo in the first place if she truly thought there was a chance he was not family? You cannot have both of them. You are either claiming him or not. Because Halle fought the court to keep her from being the appointed supervisor, supporters are accusing her of being salty. You all recall how Henry Bachman, DDG's attorney, attempted to pull a quick one in court, don't you? He believed that allowing DDG to see Halo under Tanya's supervision would help to ease those situations, so he petitioned the judge to grant it. Halle, however, would have none of it. Jeremy Lane, her attorney, quickly put an end to that. He informed the judge that Tanya was unreliable in overseeing the visits. You all already understand why. Since day one, Halle has maintained that Tanya supports DDG's destructive behavior by defending him, offering justifications, and ignoring the situation. And that is precisely the reason she initially requested exclusive custody. The judge concurred and decided that DDG might still go to Halo, but only if a professional, impartial supervision was there. Tanya was benched as well. She is obviously upset about it, which is likely why she has been acting irrationally and disparaging Halle on social media. She initially attempted to challenge the court's ruling. She vowed repeatedly that she is more than capable of serving as the chaperone, portrayed herself as a kind, naive grandmother who merely wanted to spend time with her grandchild. The receipts, however, contradicted this, and with all the controversy Tanya's name is still associated with, fans were not buying any of it. She was swiftly informed by the internet that she has been involved in this disaster from the start, and that she is now spreading ludicrous stories about Halle and the baby's fraternity as if she had not been causing trouble behind the scenes herself, because many are beginning to wonder if Tanya's request for the fraternity test are motivated more by retaliation. Just after Halle broke up with her new partner, Tanya is requesting a paternity test? Since it is preventing damage, it is not a coincidence. The absurd thing is that this same woman, who was arguing in court for greater access to Halo and accusing Halle of preventing Halo from seeing DDG, is now doubting whether Halo is actually DDG's child. From the sounds of things, this is only the beginning. Just think of the next round of the court drama that will ensue if Tanya is going through this much turmoil. Halle has been very quiet, as you are all aware, but silence does not imply weakness. Next time she claps back, do not be surprised if the receipts cause the entire internet to tremble. This issue will only get worse from here, so keep an eye on it, everyone.